What's up, everybody?
Oh, what's up?
Ah, Austin here with Bro Epic.
And Joey with
How
Bro
are
Epic.
y'all doing today? I got no idea what day this is because I have no idea when we're gonna put episodes out because we don't have any idea what we're gonna talk about today. So
You know
this could
what
come
day
out
it
for
is.
Halloween, could come out
It's
for anything.
Friday.
Hell, I don't fucking know. I'm still working on the last episode because I forgot about it after we recorded it.
Wait, did you upload that one or no?
No, I did not. I forgot about it.
I don't even remember what we talked about. It was
It
a
was
short one.
it was about Christopher Columbus, and
Columbus.
we made it.
That was our Columbus Day episode.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. We recorded it. I edited it. I did not throw any pictures or music into it like I normally do. So it was just sitting there in Final Cut, not doing a goddamn thing because we did that, what, on a Friday again? Might have been a
I
Friday.
think it was last week, yeah.
And then I had a date. And then
You had a date. Why don't you tell?
I didn't do
why don't
anything
you
on
tell
Sunday.
the viewers about your date? How'd it go?
It went well. It went well.
It went well. What'd you guys do?
We watched what's it called? It's like a 3-part little thing on 2 different net streaming services. The first one we watched, it was called X.
You watch a movie or shows?
We watched 3 movies
on your first date.
No, this was the 3rd date.
Oh,
Third date. She
that's
came.
a lot of movies for a first date.
No, 3rd date. She came over. First movie we watched was called X. It was basically about this group that goes to this farm in Texas. It's 1979, and they go to this farmhouse with this old guy and his serial killer wife. And they're making a porn.
Oh,
And it's got what's her face in it? Fucking Jenna Ortega.
I don't know who that is.
She does Wednesday.
I don't know what that is.
The Addams Family girl.
Oh,
Yeah. It has Jenna Ortega in it, and she fucks this black guy, and her boyfriend gets all butthurt about it, and he goes out and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking leave" in the middle of the night, and the serial killer old lady stabs him in the throat, and then everyone gets murdered and all this and that, and then so that was the first one. Then they made kind of like a Star Wars thing, where the prequel came out after this one. It was called Pearl. It was about the life of the old lady. Kills her mom, her dad, some other girl, some guy she's dating, while her husband is over in, I think it's World War One. And then we almost got through the 3rd one. It was called Maxine, Triple X in Maxine. And it's about the life of the one girl that survived the serial killing on the farm in 79.
So do these all these movies have to? They're all like parts of the same story.
Yeah, so X is about them making the porn on the farm.
Right,
And then Pearl is the prequel to that, giving you the life of the old lady that kills everybody. And then Magazine is what the girl does 6 years later. And I didn't pay much attention to Um, the third one, I got a bit distracted, and we didn't finish it. We ended up going to dinner instead. But
Gotcha.
they were all right. They were in the horror section on HBO and Netflix. So, spooky vibes, I guess, is what it was. But I recommend them. They were pretty good. If
That's
anybody wants
good.
to watch them.
That's good. And then so I want to know about the first date.
The first date we
Whoa, hold
met
on,
in.
hold on. We'll go back even further. How
Okay.
did you meet this girl? And
We
how did you convince her to go on a date with you? Let's start there.
um we met on Bumble.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
And we talked for a couple of
Well,
days.
so Bumble's the one where she messages you first, right?
Yes and no. Typically girls are the ones that message first, but they've got this feature where the girl can put like a first question out and you can answer it. So you send the first message, but then you can't message them again until they message you. So like she could
Gotcha.
have decided, nah, I don't want to talk to him, and never
Well, what was
messaged
the
me
question?
back. Um,
How
what
big's that
is
thing?
your favorite book?
Wow, really? And what was your
Yeah,
answer?
she's a librarian.
Oh.
So her first question
Does
was,
she shush
"What?"
you?
No, she doesn't.
Wow. Wow.
But my answer was, of course, the Harry Potter series. So
Okay, right. Fair enough.
we
You gotta
talked
go
for
with the Harry Potter series.
yeah, we talked for a couple of days, and then our first date we met in Asheville, and we
Was this was post Hurricane Helene?
no, this was before the hurricane.
Before the hurricane, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
before the
Asheville
hurricane.
didn't exist after the hurricane.
Yeah, was before the hurricane. We met in Asheville. We got lunch at Blaze. For those of you that don't know, Blaze is pizza. Um,
Is
and we
that a
went.
North Carolina thing?
No, I think there's a Blaze in Florida and all around.
Really? All right,
I
I'm gonna see where the closest place is. You continue.
I think there may be one on Madeira Beach there in the Publix parking lot. But we went, got pizza. Then we went to the mall to go. What were we doing? Oh, we went to Box Lunch to go look at some
Oh,
stuff.
fair enough. They're all over
She
the
was
place,
trying
right?
to find some Halloween costumes, which kind of got ruined. There's not much going on for Halloween anymore. So we went to the mall, went to go look at some stuff because they had a giant Halloween tent out in the parking lot. So we did that. We went bowling. We did 3 games of bowling.
Did you get food?
Yeah, that's what we went to Blaze. We got
the
lunch.
pizza place, right?
Yeah, we
okay.
went and got lunch.
Did she get the whole pizza? Or
It's
did
a
you guys
personal.
split a pizza?
It's personal size pizzas when you go.
Okay.
So we got pizza.
Was she like barely ate because she was nervous, or did she just like eat? You know.
We both ate.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, we both ate our entirety of our personal size pizzas.
That's good.
We did 3 games of bowling. She won once, but then because
What was your top
I
score?
had
Tell the
100
viewers.
125 was my top
All right.
score.
Well, you probably haven't played in a while, right?
No, I haven't played since I left the
You
bowling
worked at a
alley when I
bowling
was
alley.
yeah, when I was the bartender at the bowling alleys. When I left right after COVID was the last time I played. I've got my own ball and shoes and all of that, and
Well,
I
you
didn't
know,
do anything after I left.
as a former bowling alley employee, do you have any insider info for our viewers of what it's like behind the scenes of a bowling alley? Anything interesting, anything surprising? We want the details.
I never went behind the lanes, so
Never? The whole time?
never. I worked
I would
there.
have been like, I need to go on a tour and I need to go back behind there.
No, I never went um, back there and did anything. I hung out at the bar and just did that stuff. So I don't have any insides.
Is
I can
there
tell you
like
that.
so well, hold on, I got some questions.
Okay, okay.
How often are the shoes cleaned?
They're sprayed with Lysol every time you bring them back.
No, I mean like cleaned, but not just
They're
done.
sprayed with Lysol.
So that's it. The what the
Yeah, they're
little
sprayed with.
when you bring it back is that's the extent
Yeah,
of the
what you
cleaning.
see them do when you bring the shoes back, it's like it's not Lysol. It's like bowling shoe cleaner. But that's
It's
all
probably
it gets.
stronger, yeah.
Yeah, they're just sprayed.
Huh. What about the balls? Do they get cleaned?
During COVID, when we first opened back up, they got cleaned, but before that, they weren't.
So the
So
guy who oils the lanes,
it's not a guy; it's a little robot.
it's automatically done?
Yeah, they've got this like 100-pound little robot that you put on that. It's got wheels that go in the gutter,
And it just
and
drives across and oils it?
you can program the oil pattern that you want on the lane, and it goes down the lane, and then it wipes it going back up, and then you have to pick it up and put it in the next lane, and it does it.
See, I think that's information a lot of people don't know. I
Oh,
think
I don't.
I I think that's good information.
It might be if you're a
And do you
bowling
have
enthusiast, I guess.
well, do you have any tips or tricks for the non-bowling enthusiasts but bowling alley enjoyers, the people who like to drink? Is there any tips and tricks on how to get more drink from a bartender? Go.
No, you can't get any more. But I can tell you that there is a limit to how much you can drink and still be good at bowling.
Yeah. I'm sure you've seen people
I found
fall
out that I
over
can
and-
have 5 drinks
Seniors.
before it no longer matters if I'm a good bowler or not.
Nah, you're just chucking that thing at that point. It's woo.
I mean, that's how I'm doing it anyway. I don't know how to. I worked there for a year and I never really learned how to bowl. My only practice was when I worked there. We got games for $1 for everyone that I was with.
Wait, so you
So-
didn't get to bowl for free?
Well, it's fucking what, $8 per person to bowl, and I got it for $1. So like I could bring 5 people, and I would get a game for $5 for 5 people.
That's not bad when you start bringing other people.
Yeah. So like, I mean, even going by yourself, you got to think. You know, if it's $8, you go play 3 games. You know, that's $25 really for bowling. Or you go play 3 games if you're an employee. At least when I worked there, it was $3. But
Have you ever had to cut somebody off at the bar?
I never cut anybody off. Nobody
I guess
really
the-
got that nobody really got that fucked up.
Right. You
Because-
guys Did you guys have a liquor license with
Yeah, we had a. I didn't work the liquor bar.
the beer and wine?
Um, I worked the beer and wine, and I made pizza.
Oh,
But
pizza.
the liquor bar may have cut people off, but nobody really came over and was getting fucked up on draft.
Right.
But I didn't work like like real heavy days. I didn't work Friday or Saturday nights. I made just as much money as the one kid did that worked Friday and Saturday night over the course of the week, just doing leagues.
Right, right. Man, bowling
Oh.
league players are the most obnoxious people.
Oh yeah,
They
they're
really
they're
are.
terrible. But like I wasn't too concerned with making a lot in tips because they were paying me $11 an hour anyway.
Right, you were
So
already making, and
I
back
got
in those
paid.
times, that was that was a decent amount of money.
Yeah, that was what 2018, 2019, $11 plus let's say $200 or $300 in tips for 3 days. That was just fine. I was doing great every week.
Right.
So you gotta think I was doing, let's say, 35 hours. So that's $350, let's just say, plus $300 in tips. So I was making $600 a week. It's all right. Back fucking 5-6 years ago, $2,500 a month was damn good money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
It was.
I wasn't concerned with making a shitload of tips. But yeah, it was all right. You got assholes everywhere, really.
Right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, bowling alley was fun to work at.
Do you have plans for Halloween coming up next week?
No, not really. I mean, it's a Thursday, and I work at like 2:00 in the morning, so I'm not really planning on doing anything. What do you got planned, Mister Work from home and get to wake up at 5 minutes before I have to start my day?
Well, for Halloween, I'm probably gonna get some candy just in case little ones are walking around the neighborhood. Because
Do you have enough kids in the neighborhood to do that?
I think that the houses and everything are too spread out for that, and that
Yeah.
there's just no way these kids are gonna be walking miles and miles and miles. It's
No, I
possible
mean,
their
you gotta
parents will
think,
take them in
even-
a car or something, but
Yeah. But you gotta
I
think,
just
even
don't know.
where we lived, no kids came to your dad's house, no kids came to my house.
that's
They
because
all
my
went to
dad never gave anyone candy ever. So they were like, "Don't go down that way."
Well, you gotta
And it
think
was-
they all either went to Thurston Groves or
Or
Wintry
that
Oaks.
one right across. That's the one right across 102nd there, right?
Yeah, Wintry Oaks is 102nd there.
We made out like bandits when we went. Well, we
Oh.
went trick or treating.
Here, I mean, I'll throw up I'll definitely edit this because the girlfriend's coming over tomorrow. She's gonna do some homework while we hang out, so I'll probably edit this podcast up, and I'll throw that picture up of us during what was that 20? That was what, your junior year? So that was 2014.
Something like that. Something like your sister was with there was a time that we had to walk with your sister the whole time too.
Yeah, I'm talking about when we brought that that
I
hooker
think
girl I was hanging out with.
there was definitely a few Halloweens that we spent together.
I think we spent every Halloween together, and we either went out trick or treating or we went out and just
Drank
did
some
random
sort of
shit.
disgusting version of alcohol.
Yeah, I mean,
We've done the grossest stuff.
what
What
do
do
you
we
think the
mix
grossest?
moonshine and Powerade? We
We
mixed
that was
together.
what? That was what, freshman year? We were 16 maybe, and we took the illegal moonshine I had in the house and we walked to the 7-Eleven and got Mountain Dew and Powerade.
It was not good. It was not because
No,
we
it
mixed
was
like the big power. We're not talking like a little Powerade. You mix some, make it into like shots or some. We got like the
no.
big Powerade, and we both got these giant cups, and we've just dumped the whole Powerade in, and then dumped half a jar of moonshine in each cup, and mixed it up. We're like, this is what alcohol. This is what adults do when they drink. They just they just throw it in there and then they chug it down. It was awful. It was
Oh,
disgusting.
it was
Powerade does not go with what kind of moonshine was it?
no,
Like peach moonshine or something?
no, it was just like straight like clear moonshine. Wasn't flavored or
Yeah.
anything.
Ugh. Ugh.
But
And then we go smoke a cigar, but not know that you're not supposed to inhale it.
no, no, no.
And
We weren't even smoking cigars. We were smoking wine, wood tipped, black and mild.
and inhaling them.
Oh, we got so fucking sick.
Oh god, it was yeah.
It wasn't until I turned, let's see, I don't think we smoked together until I turned 18, a couple months after you did. I think that's when
Weren't you
we
with
got
me
our
when
first
I
real cigars.
when I turned 18? Didn't you go with me when I went and just bought a pack of cigarettes just because I could?
I think you went and bought a pack of cigarettes and then did nothing with it. But then when I turned 18, we went to the 7-Eleven, bought a pack of 305s. We legit went up and said, "What's the cheapest pack we can get?" And the guy
Right,
tried to
and
convince us not to.
the cashier was like, "Nah, you don't want to smoke these." And we're like, "Yeah,
No,
we
you
do."
don't want to. Yeah, we were like, "What's the cheapest cigarette pack you can buy?" He's like, "Do you want like menthol?" No, I just want a pack of cigarettes. I just want to say that no, I'm not a cigarette smoker. And just
They were like, what, $2, $2.50 or something?
they, it was whatever the going rate for a pack of 305s were.
They were pretty cheap back then. I was like, oh wow, that's cheaper than I thought it would be, because I know my mom used to smoke the Virginia Slims, which are like $8 a pack. And I
Yeah,
was like, holy crap, smoking's expensive.
yeah. And then let's see, that was that. I think that was at midnight. I think the midnight I turned 18, we were already out for the night, and that's when we went and got them. Because I very distinctly remember that day we went to the vape shop and we picked up our first actual vapes.
Yep. Yep.
But
What was it? A Vapor
we
Road or something?
I don't know. But we also that night went ghost hunting. We already told that story, didn't we?
We did a lot of stuff back in those days.
Yeah,
A lot of stuff. It was all in quick succession, too. Cause,
yeah, I mean,
this is all going on, like all within days, if not weeks of each other. Like just like
yeah.
stuff worthy of stories.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how much we did in just like a weekend.
We made the
Like,
most
we
of
would
it. We certainly didn't
we
sit around.
we would both just be off and be like, "You want to go?" We'd buy a 12 pack and We knew both of our limits at the time was 5 beers because we both threw up on the sixth beer every time.
You know what's funny is I remember hypothetically there was this time that we were drinking and
Hypothetically, yeah.
hypothetically because you were hypothetically driving me home, but it was but but
Oh,
but I was right around the corner, right? So we were literally
Yeah.
just like going from your house to my dad's house. It was
we
literally
were going 1,000 feet.
right, and not one main road. It was the middle of the night, and we were going down. It took us forever to get down my dad's road, which is just not a long dead end. It's like a
No,
it's like
we
a
both
500-foot
lived at
dead end
the
road.
Yeah, we both. If you're, here, let me draw a map for people to show them how fucking close we lived to why it was so stupid how long it took. So you've got Joey here, Austin here. You've got the street that came here. Da, da. But then there was a random house here.
The wife's home.
Yeah.
You're not in focus.
So, like, I lived here. We drove all the way down the end of my street, went up the main road past fucking Zach's house and his in-caved
Zach's
chest.
house. Yeah, he was right at that
It was
corner.
what?
I'm doing
200
a
feet
podcast.
up the street. And then we drove down your road and it's gravelness.
What are you talking to?
And
I'm
it
doing a
was
podcast.
wild.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Can I do my podcast in peace?
Listen,
You can't even hear what's going on.
that's okay. I want to hear what you're saying.
You don't need to hear what I'm saying. You find it on YouTube later.
Yeah, tell your wife to like,
Bro, epic.
comment, subscribe, share.
You'll see like a complete change in quality throughout the videos because they've gone from in-person camera setups with a proper wireless microphone, and then or maybe it was wired, and then we're doing this where we're doing it virtually, and then I've gone from the headphones where I'll be sitting here like that, but they don't sound that great, and right now I've got a lav mic in the earbud, so.
Are you live?
Yeah, we're live right now.
No, we're not live. We're
Not
recording.
live. We're recording our next podcast. That's Austin.
Who's Austin?
Are you joking? The remember I told you that I had a friend in middle school and high school that lived right down the road from my dad's house and he moved to North Carolina? That's him.
That's him.
Why don't you tell the story about why I wasn't invited to the wedding?
Supposed to be like Mike's.
He asked why he wasn't invited to the wedding.
I've known you longer than Nate and Colin.
Why wasn't he?
Actually, I think you and Nate is actually equal because I met Nate.
No, yeah, you might be right. I mean, Nate and I were in the
around
same
7th
grade.
grade. Yeah.
Yeah, Nate and I were in the same grade, so we might be equal on that.
Yeah. No,
Actually,
Colin-
no,
yeah,
I think
Colin-
I might have a couple days above Nate because we met at the bus stop the first day of middle school.
Well, I didn't meet Nate at school. That's what I'm saying. I met him
yeah.
at church, but it was right around the same time. I couldn't tell you actually which one was which.
No. Yeah, I don't get invited to your wedding, but you're gonna want to be invited to mine. It'll be a fucking miracle.
Do you think the girl that you're dating now might be a possibility?
After three
Too early
dates,
to
you want
tell?
me? You want me to tell you if I'm gonna marry her after 3 dates? That's
You watched 3 movies on the 3rd date. That's a lot of getting to know somebody.
I mean, yeah, it is, but it's also not a lot of time to be like, well, I'm gonna marry her.
No, I was just don't you know, sometimes I mean, you get a feel at least at the beginning.
I mean, yeah, I like her and I want to hang out with her more and see where things go, but I can't tell you for certain if things are gonna work out like that.
You don't want to get married. Get out of here.
Hey.
Get out of my office. You're supposed to listen to me, make me look masculine. Thank you. I love you.
Oh shit.
You gotta make it look like you're in charge. That's all you
Yeah.
get. You get the illusion.
Yeah, you can't actually be in charge. You just have to look like it.
All right. She makes too good a food for me to be in charge. If she stopped making me food, I'm pretty sure I would just die of starvation.
See, my girlfriend doesn't know how to make food, so you know,
You gotta
I
train.
have to.
Now you
I
have
have
to
to-
be subtle. You have to get her if you're with her to the point, like, let's say you're with her to Christmas, instead of getting her a gift, you get her like a 3-class coupon to a cooking class. Well, you can make it like a couple's cooking class, but really you just have her do the work.
Yeah, a couples cooking class. Make sure, I'm not the only one that's putting food on the table.
Right. Worth a
Oh,
try.
shit.
Worth a try. How long have we been going?
33 minutes.
That's a solid episode.
I know we're doing great. We haven't even finished talking about my dates.
You'll put the water bottle in post.
Oh, you think I've got the skills to do that? I don't have After Effects.
No, you're just gonna put like a dildo in my hand.
I might do that now.
You'll learn the skills. You have motivation.
Well, I mean, let's talk about that. Why the fuck is After Effects so expensive?
Well, I mean, let's talk. If we're gonna talk about that, let's talk about subscription-based software to begin with.
I mean, we've got plenty of time to kill. We haven't put an episode out in weeks. We're only 30 minutes into this one.
Well, let's get fucking started, shall we?
Hell yeah!
Adobe.
All right, go.
You had a
Fuck you,
product.
Adobe. You're a bitch.
You had a product that you sold, and it is a physical copy of this product. Then you decided, hey, let's make things easier. Let's let people purchase a version they could download straight from their computers, and then then we don't have the costs of creating a physical version of the product, and they don't have to go out of their way to go to a store to buy it. Great.
Nope.
Oh, hey, instead of them paying this big upfront fee and they have this product, let's make a subscription version where they can pay per month.
Yeah.
But let's
How
make that the
much-
only way you can do it. And you don't own it. It's not keep subscribing if you want to keep getting updates. It will no longer work if you are not subscribed. And
Yeah,
that's
like-
the problem. You're paying for
Like, I know
nothing.
currently I've got Photoshop and Lightroom, and that's $10 every month. And if I don't pay it, I don't get to use it.
Right. Even the thing is, I could understand the subscription up to a certain point, or every time there's a major update, they say if you want this major update, you have to pay this one-time $20 fee or whatever. Otherwise, you have to use the older version. But outside of that,
Here, just to get After Effects is $22.99 a month just to get After Effects.
$22.99.
Yeah.
And then imagine how expensive it is to learn that stuff. I mean, I know some pretty prominent Premiere Pro editors that would never touch After Effects because it's just that complicated.
Here, Creative Cloud, all apps, $60 a month. $60.
I would absolutely just prefer them be standalone products like they used to be. It was what around 150 bucks for Photoshop back in the day.
I mean, somewhere I have fucking CS6 on a disc. And
Oh yeah.
if you're just doing basic Photoshop, that's really all you need. But it doesn't work anymore. I mean, like, everybody wants to shit on Apple. It's like, it's expensive to buy a laptop. Like the laptop I'm using right now, it was $2,200.
Right, and then
So,
Apple's
like,
got the things like the Mac wheels.
Yeah.
Were like $1,000 or something or $200 for some wheels.
Yeah,
Sound crazy.
but like, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe. You can go to the Apple Student Store, and it was $200, and I was able to get Final Cut, Motion, which is their version of After Effects. I was able to get Logic, and I think it's Compressor, which does, I don't know, but it was $200, and it's a lifetime license. Every update they put out, I just have to install the updates. It's like, no, it's not nearly as good. I mean, Final Cut's got its limitations, and so does Motion. But for what we're doing, why? If you have a Mac and you're just gonna, if you've got a Mac and you're just trying to make a simple podcast or a simple video project, go to the student store, pay your $200, you get a lifetime license. And it does everything that we need it to do. But at the same time, if you don't have Apple, DaVinci's free. I mean,
right, there's always
you can pay for the Pro version, but almost 90% of what you want to do in DaVinci is in the free version. So.
Right. Well,
there's definitely
that's the thing.
ways
and then
around.
There's, for Photoshop, there's a software called GIMP.
Yeah.
That I've used before to edit. I mean, it looks a lot like Photoshop when you're in it, and it has obviously it doesn't have all the tools. It doesn't have the generative fill and the high tech stuff that Adobe has.
There's something on iPhone and iPad and whatnot. It's called Affinity Photo. Like $30, you buy it and you can use it. So, I mean, Adobe's really dropped the ball on the whole subscription thing, making it expensive unless you're actually like making money off of your stuff. And it's why? I mean, it's dumb that everything is a subscription now.
And the thing is that so many people have followed suit that I mean, luckily, so many other companies have tried to take advantage of a similar situation, to the point of extreme, though. Like, you have car companies where you have to pay for a subscription just to get your like seat warmers or something to work
Yeah.
where you have to pay per month, or your auto start, your keyless, whatever.
Yeah. I
Whatever
know.
feature, it's built in. The hardware is there, but they want you
Yeah.
to pay for the software every
I
month,
know
or you can't
on
use it.
on my car, to use the app to remote start the car and be able to set the climate, after 3 years, it's like $100 for the year, and it lets me do it. But the key has remote start on it, so that's not going away. It's just if I want to be able to lay in bed and remote start the car, I got to pay for it. But I think I've used that. I think I've used it twice. So, I mean, when
Well, that's
it's
the
not
thing is that
free, you're probably not going to use it. Because
right,
if it's cold here, it's not like in Florida where it's like, oh, it's cold in the morning, but it's 80 degrees in the afternoon. No, it's cold all day. So, I'll have the heat on and I'll just remote start the car from a key, and the heat will still be on from the day before. But like the heated seats, that's fine. Got a button for it. I don't have to pay for it. It's built into the car.
right.
So Kia is at least keeping that aspect where if it's in the car, you can use it. But if you want to like use the app, you gotta pay for it. And I guess that's cool because it's not forcing you to do anything. If you don't want to use the app, you don't have to.
Well, that's good. That's good, because a lot of
Mhm.
companies do make you.
I think BMW was the first one. They got so much shit on it that they backtracked on it.
Well, that's what I'm hoping is that these companies start getting enough backlash and profit loss and all this other stuff that they'll realize people are tired of it.
Yep.
We're not falling for it anymore.
No.
And when we pay for something, we want it.
Yeah.
And not even beyond that, you've got all these forced arbitration clauses that they give after the fact. Let's say, for example, you buy a Roku TV that's got Roku built into it. You bought the TV, you have the product, you have the everything, and then one day pop up on your TV, hey, you can't use this TV unless you agree that to our terms of use, which we can change whenever we want. And also, if you ever decide you want to sue us because we're selling your information without telling you, or forcing you, we're collecting everything and we're selling it. And if you ever wanted to sue us for that, you can't, because we're forcing you to agree to a arbitration clause that says that you'll only go to arbitration, and not, you're signing away your right to sue them.
Yep.
But they're doing it after the
dumb.
fact. How are they getting away with doing that after the fact?
I don't know.
the
I mean, I
problem.
know when I bought my LG TV, I couldn't even watch regular TV unless I made an account.
Right.
But then when I bought my Sony TV and it's got Google software on it, it's like you don't have to. It makes it better. You can download apps and everything onto it, but you don't have to. You can just plug in the HDMI and the TV will work. My LG, I couldn't even do that. I had to create an account and sign up for everything just to even be able to use the HDMI on it.
Yeah, that's not right. That's not right, because
No,
you weren't aware that was the case before you bought the TV.
No. And it's dumb. I don't know. We need more people to fight back on this type of shit.
I think they're gonna start, but I mean, we have government. There's government agencies that are specifically in place to protect the American consumer from companies taking advantage of them. And this is exactly what they should be dealing with. What are our tax dollars going for if they're not dealing with some of the most basic things that are unjust about what these companies are doing to their consumers?
We're sending money to the Ukraine instead of to North Carolina.
We shouldn't be sending money anywhere.
No,
besides
I mean,
to the U.S.
like, I'm all for let's help other countries with people. Don't send them the fucking tax dollars I paid. I paid my tax dollars to help people here. Yeah, sure,
Right.
whatever's going on in the Ukraine, like, yeah, that sucks. But do we really need to send them? How much fucking money have we sent them?
You know what they should do. You know what the government they should have. They should have a checklist of that when you're submitting your taxes, a checklist of what government agencies do you want your taxes to go to, and you go off and check. Military. Okay, yeah, sure. You got police force and firefighters and yeah, absolutely. And then you've got judges and the court system and the DMV. DMV, but well, okay, we'll accept that. But then you've got send random money to Ukraine. No.
Yeah.
you've got contribute to government programs that incentivize people to have kids and not keep the fathers around. No, thank you. I don't want my tax dollars supporting these women that are just popping out babies to get tax credits.
Yeah.
And government assistance. I don't want any money going toward no immigrants either. No illegals. Let me be specific. The illegals.
What are you saying on the internet?
Get away from me, woman. The illegals specifically. I don't think my tax dollars are anybody else's.
Are you gonna have an argument with your wife when we get off of this about illegal immigrant funding?
Well, no, she agrees with me. She just doesn't want me to say it on the internet.
Of course.
Oh boy.
I don't know, make something. I'm hungry.
Okay. Anything?
Yeah, whatever you want, as long as there's salad.
As long as there's salad.
Nothing changed. It looks the same.
I was like listening to you.
I've got the door open. You can listen from out there. But anyway,
if she wants to, we could invite her and she could just be a third person just off in the bottom corner. I could just put her there.
now if we want our viewers to fall asleep, then that's a good idea. But other than that,
No, she could be like those TikTok videos where it shows the video and then it's got the overlay of some random person just in the bottom corner. That could be your wife. She can just sit there in the bottom. All the comments be like, who the fuck is that? What's going on?
right, the person that's supposed to be like reacting to it, but they're just literally just sitting there.
Yeah. But we don't need her to do that. We react to our own stuff.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we've got our
video
own reaction videos. Not that I don't think we've put those.
But those are
We
some
haven't
fun
put those
videos.
out. We have to get together and do some stuff before we do reaction videos.
Yeah, they're very specific videos.
Yeah. Specific sets of things have to be done to
Yeah, there's
I don't know.
qualifications that have to be met for those
Siri,
videos
shut the
to
up.
even be
Nobody's talking to
created.
you. Yeah, you've gotta get in the right state of mind. Can't just, go for it.
No, you gotta. It takes preparation, much preparation. Very
Yep.
meticulous
A
preparation.
little that's all it takes.
Meticulously.
Well, we're
Well,
at
I think
just about an hour here. I think we did damn good.
we did do damn good, Dan, Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan.
Now, I don't know if you've seen those SpongeBob theories, but real quick, do you know who Dirty Dan and Pinhead Larry are?
I know Dan Schneider, but
No,
who's
apparently Dirty Dan wasn't Dan Schneider. I actually forgot who somebody
well,
in
who's
SpongeBob.
Pinhead Larry?
Larry the Lobster.
What's wrong with Larry the Lobster?
Apparently he is like he's been on crime sprees and whatnot. There's like a whole bunch of evidence that backs it up.
Ah,
Like it's some newer episode stuff, but
well, I haven't
which
watched
I
any of
haven't-
the new stuff. It's
Me
probably
neither.
been 15 years since I've watched SpongeBob.
Same. Right, but there's some evidence this guy does it. But anyway,
Huh.
I digress.
Yeah. But we really knocked this one out. I hope everybody watching enjoys our random conversation. We have no particular task in hand today. Joey messaged me and said, "Hey, you want to do this?" And I said, "Sure, let me go take a leak and I'll get set up." So
And here we
zero
are.
preparation went into this.
They
But-
couldn't tell.
It's like any other episode. We
Well, I
prepare
think they
for
might-
it. And,
I think they might feel that the quality went up just a smidge.
oh yeah, since we stopped using Zoom, I'll say that our quality is great.
Well, and now that I'm using a camera that is not the built-in webcam,
Oh,
but
yeah,
instead it's an external it's still a webcam,
yeah,
but it's definitely better.
yeah. That always makes things better. But
And the
we'll have to
lighting's
get you.
better, too.
We'll have to get you a good camera. Like I'm over here using a $1,500 mirrorless Canon.
Well, you know what I was thinking was, I think I want to build. Here, we'll talk about this off the recording.
All right.
Okay.
But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Creative criticism only, motherfuckers.
Yeah, don't be rude. But if you're gonna be rude, tell us why you're being rude.
Yeah.
And give it
What-
some
what
sort of
don't
positive
you-
spin.
Yeah, what don't you like about what we're doing? Tell us how we can improve. How can we
Right.
get you to like, comment, subscribe, and share our videos?
Right. If you hate it, then tell us how we can make you love it. It's that simple.
It's really that simple. Tell us what you want us to do and see. How can we make this better for you, the viewer, so
The
we
viewer.
can get you to watch more often? But also remember, if you don't have any creative criticism, we will give you the gay pride middle finger emoji pyramid.
It's coming. It is coming.
We're
We
still
can't do
working on
it
it.
until we're able to do the memberships thing, because I think that's when we're able to create it. So we need the subscribers first. So
Yeah,
it's up
we
to you
need the
guys.
subscribers. We need all the help we can get to be able to make things better for you. We don't do this for us. We do this so you guys are entertained because shit, we entertain ourselves enough. We're out here
Absolutely.
letting you see our entertainment.
Absolutely.
So,
Peace out.
we'll see y'all next time. Peace.